for me, Alliance is misplaying that combo, and right now, it's hurting them.
Both AD carries now have that last Whisper added in there. That was happened to Jinx Reckless after he did that naughty push down the top lane and took away the inhibitor in a single swoop along with Cyanide. And again, we come back to that old making sure that the Baron is warded up. Alliance actually utilizing the pink wards once again on the front side of it to make sure that they keep that vision control.
Alliance's vision control this game has been absolutely amazing. They always kept more than 2 wards in Fnatic's red side of the jungle, which meant they always had pretty good control of where Fnatic was moving, and at the same time also if Fnatic was moving for the dragon, or even set up their own attempt they had earlier to, as they do now, to take a 2-man dragon, or Baron, sorry.
Well, Cyanide does have a ward this time around as he just pops one over the top, but that's swiftly cleared away, and this pink ward's going to get rid of all the wards that Fnatic can actually throw down there. I think wisely there from Alliance, they actually decide, you know what, let's not keep doing that one at this point because, well, we do have Froggen in the mid lane, not really in a position to join us. Fnatic have grouped as 5, and they actually start to push down, and Tabs thought about going up towards that top lane there. I think that would have been a mistake, decided not to show himself.
But Gragas still has great wave clear for Alliance. He's going to be able to hold the wave pretty much away from the tower at any point of the game right now when he has so much AP. At the same time though, Fnatic has the advantage that 6 can use his ultimate to clear the waves in the side lanes and make sure that they will always push in favor of Fnatic, like we see the top lane doing right now, mainly also due to the inhib being down, of course.
Yellowstar got bored of that pink ward, by the way. He finally said, guys, push out mid lane so I can kill this damn pink ward. And they've been clearing out everything we throw in there just because of that. And actually now Fnatic are the ones that have vision control on that front side of the Baron pit. Actually, Alliance have vision at the backside, which doesn't really help them at this point. And they're trying to pull him in here. Do Fnatic want to fight? I mean, look at the base right now. We've got super minions pushing through. It's going to force recalls from Alliance.
If Alliance actually goes through with these recalls, Fnatic will be able to take Baron. We see Pekka being caught out.
Yeah, he's caught out from this one. Tab should be able to finish him off, and he will finish him off. The bomb went down to clear out the minions down by the bottom. The Super Mega Death Rocket not connecting, but Reckless manages to get over the wall. Pekka actually killing off Nif there from his deathbed, basically. And that leaves us with 3 men alive on both teams. And I'll tell you what, Super Minions are still on the base. They are still pushing in on towards those Nexus turrets, and Alliance can't do anything about it. They're trying to recall finally to get in there. It will be Wicked that goes down for that one.
Pekka sacrificed himself to go down, throw down the ultimate just when the free wave spawned from Alliance and clearing out the entire wave so the super minions could push in. Great use of barrel here by Froggen.
That's a brilliant barrel, and actually he's going to go in. That might cost him his life. It will. It gives Reckless the movement speed bonus that he needed to escape as well out of danger. That's a nice pickup here from Fnatic. They lead 8-5 in kills, and that gold is starting to tick their way.
It's starting to tick Fnatic's way. Froggen got slightly greedy there. He did a very good ultimate at first because he knew or he expected Fnatic to stand there and wait for him to actually walk in, but decided to body slam in to try and get the kill on Reckless. Too greedy, ended up dying for it.
Taking a couple of minutes here for Alliance to finally get all those pesky minions out of their own base and force that wave as back as far as they possibly can. In fact, the inhibitor has now respawned in that top lane, so Alliance will have a little bit of pressure relieved from their side of things, and in fact are pushing that lane as far back as they possibly can, already to the halfway point of the map. Meanwhile, Yellowstar coming out, and there is a pink ward of his own as he continues to clear out at the sides. Let's have a look at that one once again. Froggen getting greedy.
Well, basically, Froggen tried to do the flash body slam, which is like instant body slam into the face of Reckless, but sadly for him, Yellowstar was in the way, and the body slam, boom, hit Yellowstar.
Well, here's the pink ward battle, and Nif will clear that one out there and walks away pretty satisfied, I'd imagine, with that one. He does actually have another pink ward of his own to put down, but he's a little bit cautious about doing that right now. Meanwhile, Reckless, who's continuing to build his CS up. He's up to 300 farm at this point. Got himself the cowl in there as well. Going to have a bit of protection.
The lack of split pushing from Tabs actually have put him far behind now in CS compared to Reckless. Tabs have been staying in the mid lane, trying to pick up farm, but he's been fighting versus Froggen for this farm, and obviously he's been losing out because Froggen can instant wave clear. So Tabs actually fallen quite far behind now compared to Reckless.
Well, the farm across the board is actually pretty impressive. I mean, you see Siobhan at 300, almost 300 for Soaz as Renekton. Mid laners are both up past 300. In fact, Pekka's closer to 400, if anything, at 391. it's, as you said, just Tabs that has fallen a little bit behind on that front. We'll see if that costs them moving forward. Right now, Fnatic are actually pushing themselves up towards Baron once again, and will be clearing out the pinks and the green wards that were put down there earlier. And actually, with one swift movement, that completely empties Alliance's vision of that area.
Swords getting caught by the hook.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't actually go for it. No.
Yeah, decided not to follow through from that one. I think a wise decision, but Alliance are actually trying to make a positional play here, maybe.
Basically, Alliance has no vision around the Baron. The only thing he can do right now is force Fnatic to come out and fight them. Peke might be caught out, though.
Yeah, we'll wait for the hook here from Nif, and it's flashed away from by Peke. Nice move from him, but Shook at the backside actually kicks Soaz away, and he's still managing to live through this one. Might not be so lucky here for Wicked. Who am I kidding? He's a big tanky dragon right in the middle of the team. There's a barrel to separate them. It brings back one. Tabs will take down Cyanide. That will be a double kill for Tabs on Vayne, and this gives them time now to push.
Amazing ultimate from Froggen right there. He hits 4 people and sets up the kill. Oh, Nif, a little bit greedy, but Froggen's ultimate hits 4 people and sets up the double kill for Tabs. Great play by him, and Alliance could actually win for Baron here, but not going for it.
Yeah, I think the fact that Nif got burst a little bit quicker than he expected there from Peke caught him off guard, and then Tabs even took about half damage himself, and that will force them to not even think about pushing or for going anywhere near that Baron at this point. They're quite happy to go back home once again, spend up what they've got. Shook is coming back into the fight in just a moment. There's a bit of armor in there now with the chain vest for Tabs, and probably headed up to that Guardian Angel.
Definitely getting the Guardian Angel from this. He actually just completed the Guardian Angel, and now Wicked is going to pick up the Dragon. 4 lines. It gives more and more gold the longer we get in the game. So great pickup for him right now. And at the same time, they didn't actually gain too much from the team fight, but they managed to drag out the game a little bit more, and now we have the Guardian Angel completed on Taps, which makes him so different.
Let's have a look at that fight here once again. It was that kick from Shook that really did the work.
But notice the ultimate coming in from Froggen in just a moment. 4 people grouped up, and here we go. Boom! Cyanide almost dying straight from it, but it sets up Taps. 1 kill for him, or 2 kills actually, because Cyanide seems to die from the red buff.
Yeah, red buff from that one, I think. Must have had the one auto attack onto him earlier, but this is that burst again from Nif. Or on Nif, I should say.
Well, a bit of a miscommunication right here. I think the rest of the team is saying, let's just force a Baron right now, or at least back off, while Nif is like, well, I can try and make a hook here, make a big play. Didn't work for him as soon as the team just left him.
40 minutes almost into this game, and honestly, no clear leader. Look at the gold. It's bang level at this point. 6-4 in turrets to Fnatic. 9-7 they lead in kills as well. And Peke has now beaten that 400 CS mark up towards 425 minion kills.
Peke has been gaining so much CS by throwing his ultimate to the side lanes and clearing the wave. He just did it right now again to clear the bot wave. He's right now so strong if they actually get a fight.
Well, speaking of right now, it's Baron time once again for Alliance, but you have to feel after what we've seen so far, it won't last too long, and indeed, they do walk away from that one, deciding not to really fight. Meanwhile, Fnatic have cleared out the vision on the backside of that Baron pit. Once again, there's a hook. It lands, though, onto Yellow Star, not the target you want.
No, Alliance has been very careful with going in on their hooks. It generally seems like they don't want to team fight too much, or they want a team fight where they can kite a little bit, especially with Vayne, and just keep putting out damage and damage and damage. They don't want to go in for the all-in fight.
Well, we do have a Zhonya's Hourglass almost complete here by Froggen, which will allow him to belly slam right into the middle of him, throw his ultimate down and avoid some of that damage. Again, we see Alliance headed off towards the Baron. He's been taken to half HP countless times so far in this 40-minute game. Will this be the final time to pick it up?
Now, Fnatic knew this from the start. They expected it. They can't finish it.
Oh, they've gone for it, but he's stolen away there. It's Cyanide that managed to pick that one up. He died after, but there's the Super Mega Death Rocket. Fnatic going to try and push this one home. There's the ultimate out of Yellow Star, but they want Tabs. He's got that Guardian Angel, don't forget, but that's going to get popped here in just a second. They're all on top of him. The Chompers will stop him from moving anywhere once he comes back up. Reckless gets that one. He's now 5-0-4. We saw Peke pretty much juking the 2 that were remaining from Alliance. Everything went Fnatic's way there. They lost just 1 man, and that man stole the Baron.
And that man is a beautiful man. Great steal from Sana. We've seen him do this in the past as well. He's so good at it. He comes in together with the bomb from Xpeke and just smites it instantly. There's too much burst. Shook cannot smite it in the meantime. Great play by Fnatic. They can pick up the inhib right now, and they're back in the lead.
Well, Reckless here wants that inhibitor. He took it down before, let's not forget. That feels like a bit of an eternity ago that they actually pushed that top lane out. Meanwhile, Peke pushing the mid lane as well. We've got Froggen there to defend this one. Actually, the barrel comes down. They've managed to hook in Yellow Star, but really, is he the one that you want to get in there? No, he's not. Soaz went to half HP. Peke was low as well. Alliance are going to try and push out, but I don't think they'll be able to secure any kills.
Now, I would like to talk a little bit about this fresh pick, because we haven't actually seen Alliance use it too much. They've landed some hooks, but they decided not to go for the fight. We haven't seen any like lantern saves, or they set up some dives where they can lantern out. As a matter of fact, we haven't actually seen too much outside the laning phase from Fresh.
I feel like I've seen this before in this game. Clearing out wards once again on the top side of that Baron pit. Fnatic actually backing away. And let's have a look at that one once again. This is that Baron steal from Cyanide.
Notice how much they actually do to keep Cyanide away. Yet he still managed to get in. He can flash the wall, and he instantly smites as the bomb hits. Beautiful play by Cyanide. And this is just a 50-50 smite between here and Shook. Soaz goes in, the rocket hits on Nif, beautiful play, and then they can lock down taps in the end, and actually also pop his Guardian Angel, which is even more important.
So well played there, and Cyanide, we called him before the king of smite steals because he has done it so many times before. There's a barrel taking Peke down to half. He dodges the Q out of Shook, but can he get away from the rest? That was a replay. I'm casting over a replay, getting all excited about it.
Well,
what should I say? I just love casting exciting moments.
It was pretty exciting, you know, we had already seen it, we knew what's going to happen, but Froggen actually just tried to flash Body Slam again without much success. He's been trying it a few times this game and not really working for him.
Well, at least he wasn't Nunu counter jungle in between his own turrets. It wasn't the worst mistake ever made in history. Fnatic here are pushing once again, though. That Baron buff is still running for him, and this is where the Ziggs comes even more deadly. We saw how his wave clear earlier on was so good, but the poke that he offers here is incredible.
The amount of poke buff him and Jinx has is amazing. Also, the tower damage they can put out with the passive from 6.
They've managed to hook Cyanide, and well, the barrel will actually send him to relative safety from that one. The poke keeps coming, and they're just going to tank this one up. They're fed up with playing the waiting game. Fnatic take down another inhibitor turret. The inhib's not going to last very long either. Are they going to push in for the win? It's still 5v5.
There's only one tower left. They can actually try and dive this one and pick the fight they want. They still have the Baron buff, but let's see actually what happens. Will they go for a fight? The hook comes in.
Yeah, the hook will land, but again, it's onto Leona. You don't want the hook to land onto Leona, and they're going to keep going through this one. There is that Nexus turret going down. Fnatic still have 5 men alive. Leona ultimate thrown out. Wicked actually getting caught up here by the Assault and Battery. That's a kill. Nif's going to go down. Fnatic surely can end this one. They want to kill Tabs at the backside of things. That'll be left to Peke, while the rest of the team just go hell for leather into it. There's the ultimate. Tab tumbles away from it, but look at the Nexus. He's going to go down. Fnatic pick up their second win of the day, and unfortunately for Alliance, it's their second loss today.
Amazing use of both Six and Jinx in this game for Fnatic. They fell behind in the bot lane, but Reckless, through farming and farming and farming, managed to come back in the game. Also, the use of Six ultimate to constantly clear the waves on the side meant that Alliance never really felt they could split push.
Well, an incredible game. That's what we kind of expected. I looked at which games I was going to be casting today, and when I saw Alliance versus Fnatic, I knew there was going to be something special about it. I even casted an extra bit of the replay there just because I wanted to cast even more of it. But the performance there out of both teams, so close for so very long. And again, though, it all comes down to that Baron.
Yeah, it's hard to really highlight one player from this game.